Okay, back to Golden Ridge. Ow. I guess I'll swap out Inez for Tristan now. Yeah. Where are we going? Are we going back to the... Oh, we're going back to the place where Seer Wiley was.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was? Since the schism, the Protectorate have rewritten history.
All right. Yeah, the monastery. Do I have to go to this wing? Man, they haven't cleaned up any of this blood. Oh, is this the room where they were debating? Oh.
Oh, I didn't expect us to wander into the scene of a murder, but somehow I'm not entirely surprised. Anomalous events have a way of spreading, multiplying. We should find a way inside. There might be clues to what happened, and where Anais's research is now.
There were 2 anchorites in there earlier. I only see 1 body.
They should have been sealed in that room to focus on their studies uninterrupted. No one in or out. I'd suspect the missing anchorite knows something at least. We should ask her. Might be some signs in there of where she went. The terminal at Winter's Grasp said Anais' work was sent here. There might be signs of that, or where the missing anchorite got off to.
How do you... Oh. Convenient vent that wasn't here, or wasn't open before. Series of manifesto-like musings from Anchor's Brunn have been pinned to the chalkboard. Most of the comments rail against the current order regime, while others extol the virtues of the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection. One passage toward the end stands out in particular. The universal equation should be our primary concern. All else is distraction, farce, and this prolonging of suffering.
We should keep looking.
You flip past hundreds of dense entries full of calculations and notes of arguments Chow has apparently working up for future debates. We're finding something relevant to your investigation. Later entries mention regular visits by Exemplar Southworth, who claimed evidence of innovational means to shortcut the solving of the universal equation. But noting the method's highly unorthodox nature, Chow wrote that she found herself shut out of further discussions, leading to routine scenes of tense awkwardness when Southworth dropped in a marked shift in Brunn's beliefs. In the final entries, Chow appeared worried the two were conspiring about something and noted hushed references to an old order research station near Paradise Island named Point Obviation. Began to believe that Brunn intended on abandoning the monastery anchorhold to travel there. Chow wrote that when she confronted her cellmate about her suspicions, Anchor's Brunn responded that the idea of leaving the anchorhold was not one she considered lightly, which Chow contended that to consider it at all proved the lightness of consideration. In the nearby margins, a +1 point me is scrawled. Her final entry reads on a note of deep concern, writing, I can clearly foresee that whatever the two have planned may soon occur. It may serve me right for praising putting theory into application the other day.
There may be more to learn here.
Blunt force trauma to the head, puddle of blood nearby.
I've had a chance to look around. You seem like you've done a thorough sweep. We should discuss what we've uncovered.
I've identified the body. It was Anchor's Chow.
Poor thing. Blunt force trauma to the occipital lobe, I believe. Possible signs of an altercation. Might have been an accident. Might not have been. Hard to say with just a superficial glance. At the very least, her cloistermate Anchor's Brunn has some explaining to do.
If you told me those two would have been relevant way later in the game, I wouldn't have believed you. You see what's posted? Looks like some kind of super dense logic puzzle
A
manifesto.
disputation of current order methodology focuses mainly on our presiding bishop, but saves ample room for the laureate council and previous regime as well. I believe I got the gist by efficiently skimming. The general concern is that the order has lost its way. My old department is repeatedly mentioned in a favorable light. Anais' work is regarded highly.
This datapad had references to the research at Winter's Grasp.
I saw that. I believe it was Anchoress Chow's diary. Spoke about regular visits by an exemplar Southworth, who requested access to Anais' work. Chow seemed worried they were conspiring about something. That they'd mentioned an old order research station.
Any idea where she went?
That old research facility seems the most likely spot to look next. I know the coordinates on Eden. Place by the name of Point Obviation.
What else did you glean from all this?
I don't know what happened to Anchoress Chow, but leaving a body behind is suspicious, and the disputation reads like a call to arms for any fringe thinkers in the Order. There's no destroying the copies at this point, I'm afraid. We're past that. The research is out there. We need a way to keep anyone from taking it up further in the future. If we go in guns blazing from here, it will only continue. We need a plan to annihilate the idea.
What do you mean annihilate the... How are you sure it will continue?
I've seen it happen. Things can take on a life of their own at a certain point. The more overt the response, the more unexpected the outcomes. We developed tactics at the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection to minimize unforeseeable consequences. We can discuss once we see the situation on the ground.
Back to the ship, then.
Yes. Time to seek out Anchoress Brunn.
What else is here? Oh, a turlet. Huh. Oh, she climbed out of the vent. That explains... Wow, she really must have wanted out if she, like, ripped open the vent panel. Oh, wait, you can't just, like... Oh, you can fast travel to the... No, you can't. What's the point of having a marker if you can't do that? Once again, everything goes back to Paradise. Oh, wait. How many of these quests have led back to Paradise Island? Tristan's did. This one did. Inez's did, but we didn't end there. Marisol's did briefly. Not Marisol. Azza. Huh. I want to go back to the incognito, please. There's so many quests I need to do. Please. Paradise Island. Oh, it's a separate... Wait a minute. I didn't realize it was a separate point to go. It must be its own map. Oh. Point obviation? Is it a different load screen? No, it seems to be the same. I think. Load screen. Load animation. Point obviation. What was the guy? Southward? What was the guy's name? That was like the coercer in all this? Order practitioner. Weird. The whole other place. I'm surprised they didn't just put this somewhere in Paradise Island. And just have it so you couldn't go in yet.
Halt! Bye-bye.
Oh, Southworth.
Cease any and all manner of perambulation.
Hello.
Don't know who you all are, but unexpected guests are categorically unwelcome here. How'd you even find this place? Maybe I should just shoot you. and glean details from your logs.
Ah, exemplar, if I may. Surely you recognize such a notable member of our cohort, Marisol Delgado. The end point?
I can't recall if I ended whoever came up with that name. Surely hope so.
You were head causality intercessor of the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection, right up till the end, correct?
More or less.
Well, what a fortuitous alignment of low probability events this is. Our efforts here are based on your former department. You should confer with Ancrus Brunn straight away.
That's exactly who we're here to see.
Oh, I'm quite certain Ancrus Brunn would relish the opportunity to talk your ear off. We actually sought to find you and others of your program, Intercessor Delgado. A serendipitous event, you arriving. Nonetheless, I'd ask you to follow certain precautions. Will you heed all requests and vouchsafe for your colleagues here? Them being unknown to us and all.
We'll mind our manners, Exemplar. I'll see to it.
Then, you may all proceed. You'll find Wilhelmina up the lift, 4th floor.
Welcome to Point Obviation.
Thank you. It's quite a view, actually. Wow, this is just... You know, when they said it was near Paradise Island, I didn't think off the coast of. I wonder if you could see this place the whole time. Like, is Paradise Island in view anywhere, or is this really far out? Ooh, hello. Ancrus Brunn, you don't know me and never will, for I lack the clearance to enter your tower. I'm just a humble landing pad technician. I want to express my solemn appreciation for your good work, whatever it is. They don't tell me much, but I overheard a guard saying the universal equation will be solved any day now. Why, he sounded so positive that I can only assume the results of your work will be put to ethical use. Since no one will agree to hand deliver this data pad, I need to get back to exercising my throwing arm. What? You were gonna throw it up there? Yeah. There is nothing in view anywhere. It's like an oil rig, almost. Kind of gives me, well, anything oil rig related now gives me, still wakes the deep.
Anais' research from Winter's Grasp. I'm sure of it. Best play along for now, until we can ascertain the best course of action.
This locale bears greater security and alertness than most Order strongholds. We'd best be wary.
I missed having Tristan with me. He might be my favorite companion. I don't know who else. Like, who my two favorite... Tristan's probably for sure number one. I don't know who my second favorite is. I didn't even, like, I've warmed up to Azza after her quest stuff.
The endpoint herself. I thought she was a myth.
Let's be on our best behavior. Don't even breathe.
It's funny to see them all, like, fangirl over Marisol.
Look, everyone. It's the endpoint. Come to join us, I take it.
I do have a unique interest in what you all are doing here.
Let's not be too cryptic. Ooh. That thing could use a bit of oil, I think, for how noisy it is. Oh, I thought there was something... I need to keep an eye out for any little sprats anywhere. I must have them. I have to catch them all. Looking for anything of interest before I continue to the place I've got to go. You know, a data pad that might help me in dialogue or something or other. No. Well, that one's free to take? Okay.
I am a longtime vocal exponent of your work, Intercessor Delgado. I hope you don't mind me saying. Go on up. You're expected.
Thanks. Oh. Research observation experiment input settings. She gets a whole floor to herself?
resources. What else have they done without our ken?
The world's so much bigger than you know, Tristan. Plaque. Before her death, Anchoress, redacted, launched a makeshift satellite into orbit using spare parts. She assured the Order that knowledge of the stars would aid her compensations of the universal equation. What it actually did was broadcast an emergency distress signal. The only remaining piece of her satellite is on display for two purposes. As a reminder that every anchorite serves their role voluntarily and as an assurance that help is neither needed nor on its way. Hey, we're kind of totalitarian here, ain't we? A little bit. Environmental changes can influence one's understanding of the universal equation. Temperature, humidity, and wind speed are all contributing factors. By closely observing weather conditions, an anchorite can forecast an optimal day for math. Oh, there's a critter outside. Can I get to it? It's taunting me. While an ordinary telescope is outclassed by deep space observation satellites, they are an accessible way for anchorites to contemplate the vastness of interstellar space and their place therein. Many seers and anchorites use focus devices to keep their attention trained on challenging equations. The device itself has no direct function, and most are cobbled together from spare parts. Their tactile nature calms the mind. Like a museum. Anchorites use devices like this to ponder one of life's many existential questions. What is the cosmos but a series of interconnected orbs? When the enormity of their calculations becomes too much to bear, the simplicity of the universe helps an overworked anchorite to center their mind and ponder in tranquility. Scientists once theorized that sound waves could steer the trajectory of a planetary orbit. The theory was never tested in earnest, but several prototypes of orbital bells were fashioned at 1/1,000,000th scale. Further study was abandoned since the working model would exhaust the resources of a planet and prove nothing more than its own irrelevance. See the orb of pondering exhibit just to the left. This orb is larger and therefore more expensive. Please do not touch. Ponder from a safe distance. Oh. Let me save, just in case.
Oh, who's this? Oh, yes, I remember you. We met earlier at the site of my former seclusion. I've heard much of your exploits since. If I recall correctly, you helped me prove my argument that pacifism always presents the best options. I admit I have modified that opinion slightly since then. I understand you allowed Seer Wiley to go free, yes? Once was a time I would have made that exact same decision. And as for you, I've been informed that you're Marisol Delgado. I've read your file. An impressive body of work, though often quite mortiferously inclined.
Less so over time. There were too many pesky repercussions, I came to find.
Yes, well, to what do we owe the pleasure? Are you familiar with our goals? Come to join up, perhaps, or should I say re-enlist?
We came here after finding Anchorite Chow's body and your manifesto posted nearby.
It was more of a disputation as a scholarly objection than a manifesto per se, but why quibble? Anchoress Chow is very much against it. Her accident was quite tragic. You saw the disputation, though. Tell me, what did you think? You read it, yes?
I was more concerned about the body of your colleague.
A truly unfortunate accident. I had posted my disputation and stated my intention to leave. We argued heatedly. Objects were thrown. She stumbled and fell badly. We try to honor her loss. Such tragedy only underlines the importance of our endeavors here. Each day the equation remains unsolved. Countless more tragedies occur. We must succeed at the soonest possible haste.
What exactly are you trying to do here?
Surely you're aware of the myriad errors of our current presiding bishop and previous regime. One of whom shut down the division that operated here, the other squandered it. Our sect aims to end human suffering, sooner than later. We've taken great inspiration from your former department, from their methods and their science. To solve the universal equation in our lifetime
requires bold action, clever calculation, and assiduous work.
How did you end up to come here? How did you end up here from the monastery? Exemplar Southworth was involved, yes?
Yes, we have Grace, that is Exemplar Southworth, to thank for that. Her visits to the Anchorhold were quite thought-provoking, as was the research she showed me from Sia Bujold. Bujold's thinking was unconventional, ahead of her time. Why, in fact, she's here with us now today, overseeing an experiment that proves her researcher's theories.
Really? Sir Bujold is here, at present, in this facility? The one we're presently standing in?
How long has she been working here?
Not long at all. We reached out to her on Cloister. She agreed to join us immediately. If you thought her work before was captivating, wait until you hear the experiment she's overseeing now. The intent is to represent the building blocks of the universe within a test chamber, then extrapolate data revealing the universal equation from the micro-universe that forms.
Sounds like it could change everything, one might say.
Why, you should go see for yourself. As former colleagues, I'm sure you'd like to reacquaint. Go on. I'll call down to let her know you're coming.
She's just downstairs.
Yes, she's monitoring the experiment. I'll have elevator access unlocked so you can join her. Do please stay in the observation area, though. The work is quite delicate. We'll speak further after you check over Sia Bujold's
Surely she's...
and the experiment concludes. Oh, so exciting.
Surely she's trying to sabotage things, and not... What? She wouldn't want to resume stuff. Or are we gonna do something to sabotage the experiment, since that's a locked floor still?
How much longer do you predict preparations will take?
Almost ready. Perfect timing for my former colleague to peer review my work. I'll press them to verify my settings. Thereupon, we will begin.
Splendid. While others pontificate, we act. I await word of our success
Ooh,
with
vent.
bated breath.
Test chamber controls. Oh, ugh. Logs. Big picture. Feasibly volatile atomical and dynamic research is a controversial field. Many a tenured colleague have dismissed it as junk scientism, yet they simply lack the cognitive capacity to understand its underlying principles. Focus on the smallest of small things, the fundamental building blocks of the universe, to weed out anomalous variables and extrapolate only the necessary inputs for solving the universal equation. In layperson's terms, we create a big picture from a small one, with the hopes of accelerating our academical voyage to ascension. If only others in the order also saw the big picture, calculated risks. Question I've often pondered. Sir Bujold's feasibly volatile atomical electrodynamics research was so promising. Why was her facility shuttered more than 2 decades ago? My colleagues at the time posited that her experiments were fundamentally flawed, chaotic, even calamitous. They claimed the study of fundamental forces would produce inconsistencies and garbage data, celestial slosh, they called it, using layperson terminology to twist their figurative dagger in her life's work. Some feared such tampering with atomical electrodynamics might even cause a catastrophic cascade and potentially override our own universe and all life in it. Impossible. Well, improbable. Let's call it extremely unlikely, but what is scientism if not a calculated risk? Work. Scientism marches on. After more than 20 years in mothballs, the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection is reopened for business. Sir Bujold's feasibly volatile atomical electrodynamics research back on track, with my reclusive attention. Crop preparation is in process. Point obviation has that intoxicating new equipment smell, while Bujold's original and apparatuses are on display in the anchor hold as a monument to her life's work. We're ready for the boldest experiment of all, to spawn a mini-universe to simulate and solve the universal equation speedily, safely, and, most importantly, accurately, at least within the margin of error. I'm highly confident no catastrophic flaws will be revealed. Huh.
Head Intercessor Delgado. What an opportune time for you to appear. At the perfect moment to assist our experiment.
What in the endless void are you?
Shh. Comms off, but others are near. I need your aid before this ridiculous affair careens into disaster. Can I rely on you this time? Or will you already intend on scurrying away again?
We'll do whatever you
The
need.
test involves 4 stations. Each represents one of the fundamental building blocks of the universe. Zeranium gas,
Macro-IVs, nucleons, N-rays. All the usual stuff.
You know, the
That
usuals.
test chamber is where all are meant to mix. To simulate a mini-universe I can apply my theories to, pull data from, and deduce the universal equation in a reduced time frame. We know what happens if that's successful, so I need you to muck with each station's settings, then initiate the experiment.
What does muck with entail?
All you need to do is adjust each station's settings slightly. Things will cascade from there. Remember, subtlety is required.
Yes, if we alter the experiment input data in a less than delicate fashion, Brun will notice, I assure you.
The guards on the second floor won't appreciate visitors, so avoid getting spotted. Here's a maintenance key. Head down the vent.
Consider the experiment mucked with.
It's only the fate of the galaxy riding on it, so perhaps try to be careful.
No pressure. Oh, so there are guards here?
Hard to get in a good sleep cycle. These constant permutations upsetting everyone's natural logarithms.
How many guards? There's a guard there. Oh, is it just the one?
I'm no tenured archivist, but that sounds dangerously unstable. Oh well.
Is he walking around, or...?
1, 2, 3, 5, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 8.
Can I get to these other rooms without causing issue with him? What does this do? Disable power? Do I want to do that? She said I have to make it alter each room, but not just, like, ruin it. Guy doesn't seem to walk around, so... Examine. Once selected, N-ray settings will no longer be modifiable. Read the instructions before doing so, Pelfrey. No. Novice Empress Empiricist Pelfrey. As one hopes you should recall, N-rays act as a capable proxy for the cosmic rays that constantly bathe all matter in our universe. For present experiment, N-rays must be fired continuously through the tubes leading to the test chamber in order to provide desired results. Fail-safe measures that maintain the stream are accessible in the ventilation shafts. Theoretically, the failure of a single fail-safe could be acceptable, but this has been untested thus far and could cause the stream to vacillate in a wild and or uneven manner. Please note that if it's necessary to temporarily interrupt the stream, use the fail-safe switch in the room and not the one in the ventilation shaft, because if something goes wrong, it's more difficult to detect if the one in the vent has been thrown. Okay, that's answer number 1. I'm assuming. Is he gonna... He's not gonna come back here, right? No. Okay. Can I just walk across to this other room? Okay. The word for this one. Ideal setting 200p pressure meter? Do not alter. As I have repeatedly stated, it is an inordinately tricky matter to set all components of this test to the correct manner to simulate a functional micro-universe. And the slightest error could undermine our vitally important efforts here. For the seemingly infinite time, maximum uranium flow is absolutely required for the highest probability of experiment success. If the flow is less than 500 gallons per minute, test results will be entirely skewed. Yours in science, tenured Acturian Himmelfarb. Ideal setting 400 M. Do not alter. Wait, 200p per M? 400p per M. How do I know what it's set to? Logging in only be done if the uranium flows have been carefully evaluated. Ideal setting 300p per M. Do not alter. I don't know what this means. Okay, so that's going. Is there a way of check? Oh, hi, Tristan. Is there a way of checking what the current one is? $400. 300. 200. I don't... Is there... How do I check? Simulate infinite time. Maximum uranium flow is absolutely required for the highest probability. If the flow is less than 500 gallons per minute... If the flow is less than 500 per... Okay. So, it's... 3... 2... and 4. So right now it's 900p per minute, right? So if I took out the 2 and the 3, that would leave it at 4. Maybe that's the trick? Let me make another save. This one's a little more confusing than the other one was. I'm assuming that's what it means. It's not saying the whole room is at 500, it's saying it's over 500. Oops, not that one. That one needs to stay on. Okay, so that one's good. That one's off. That one's off. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, how do I get to these other rooms now? Oh, I can just walk in them. Reconfigured Alta Vitae. Oh. This device can be used to send an Alta Vitae sample from here to the experiment chamber. Reconfigured samples on hand and ready to be sent at the appointed time. Its nuclein levels have already been precisely configured to coax simulated life from the primordial soup of the universe, microuniverse. Do not, under any circumstance, combine it with an unconfigured sample or send an unconfigured sample in its place. If you lack of training, both would be obvious, but especially if you simply send an unconfigured sample. So I have to mix it together inexpertly or weirdly. Where's the other sample? Oh, there. Combine the samples into something particularly strange. Combine the samples the best you can. Well, it doesn't need to be too weird, right? So is that actually a fake out? Again, I'll save. And expertly configured. Yeah, because if it's too strange, that'll be a problem, wouldn't it? Ooh.
Anyone else hear that? No? Oh, just me then.
I love those old tubes. Mom used to work in banks and they had those and they were quite fun. Okay, this room seems the right mess. What's going on with this? Novice empiricist. Okay. This panel connects to the microwave. Do not attempt to rewire the system and alter the wattage of the device. I promise we will find ways to put your engineer skills to use in future experiments. Here's in science. Can't do that at all. Weird looking rock. It's almost impossible to create the specific electrical chemical reaction necessary to simulate the wide array of elements needed to populate the microuniverse. An exquisitely well-calibrated amalgamation of metallurgical elements has been placed perfectly inside the microwave in preparation for the experiment. Just leave it alone, please. I need a rock. Where would I be if I was a rock? Is he reciting pi? Replace the exquisitely well-calibrated amalgamation of elements with a weird-looking rock. Okay, so not that. Slightly rotate the exquisitely well-calibrated amalgamation by 0.1 degrees counterclockwise. The rock. The microwave is starting. Your changes here should have some effect on the experiment results. I think I did okay. Are there vents in these rooms, or is it just the back rooms? Well, this guy was a non-issue, it seems. Oh, wait. Oh. Okay. They all connect through an easy vent system. So that guard is completely pointless. He's just there for, like, the sake of understand. Oh, there's a door there, though. And a door there. Wonder if I can come back here after this is done and he won't be a problem. Actually, can I look in that room, maybe? There. Tristan? Well, I
If
hope
you're done, evaluating my work and all settings are final, enter the terminal command to void the oxygen from the test chamber. The experiment will then begin.
Okay. Purge oxygen. Did I do it? Oh. Ooh. That doesn't look right.
Did it work? Did it work? Sabotage, was it a success? What happened?
Hold the applause just yet. I need to run the numbers. I'm sending the others back up to you. They can describe the proceedings in detail.
That sure looks like a
I
universe.
shall await their arrival. Anchor's Brun out. That is how these messages end, yes? If not, farewell.
The results of the experiment will be a career-ending embarrassment for Anchoress Brun. But she won't accept this lightly. We'll need to do more.
Yes, our next steps here will be crucial. I know this type of mission well. Granted, my targets were always meticulously well researched beforehand.
You'll need to convince her, destroy her logic, end this research for good.
Oh my god. This is going to involve math, isn't it?
All it requires is a forceful array of incisive argumentation, logical reasoning, coercive persuasion, and cognitive contortioning.
You mean one of our old brain-off maneuvers? Really? That's what the rank and file in our old department used to call it. Provost Bolding considered it a casual moniker unbefitting of an order scientician.
Make Brun give up on science, logic, and reason entirely. Then no one will ever dare continue the research again. Between you and Marisol, it should be a light challenge. Easy.
None of that sounds particularly easy.
A brain-off against an order anchorite isn't entirely without risk. We could employ certain other methods to deal with her. From our former department's playbook.
Oh, yes, a book you wrote titled Making an Execution Look Like an Accident. Despite the moral quandary ideally involved, unseen consequences still abound.
That's hyperbolic at best. Data suggests significantly fewer unpredicted outcomes than outright murder, if properly executed. And I'm quite capable of skewing results in our favor.
And here I thought you'd begun to change.
What are the potential drawbacks to a logic bomb?
Success isn't guaranteed. A fair degree of cleverness is required. But you would have the help of someone reasonably intellectually nimble.
I would be willing and on hand to assist, and the other option would remain if we botch it.
I'd like to hear our other teammates' opinion on this.
Dishonorable skullduggery better befits Auntie's choice than the Order. If we must end this experiment, killing is the most respectable option.
Noted. We should try to undermine her confidence. Let's convince Anchor's Brun she's an utter failure, but try to leave her alive.
Thank you for listening. That's That's a relief.
Honestly, I'm relieved as well. I am. I have been trying to be different. From the person others believe me to be.
From the legend? If you're retiring as the endpoint, we'll need to find you a colorful new sobriquet.
Any advice?
Typical argumentation may prove useless, and she'll likely see through most attempts at deception. Be clever, unpredictable, surprise her. But in the event you should fail, you'll need a viable backup plan, or it will erase any chance of success completely. The Anchorus is housed in a test chamber similar to this one. It's been refurbished with some rather tacky furniture, but much of the old experimental apparatus remains. There is a hatch near the elevator upstairs. An external ledge leads to a vent system that can connect the two chambers. Doing so will expose the Anchorus to a lethal atmosphere.
Oh my god.
I'll need to make an announcement afterward that an accident has occurred tied into the experiment.
For an extemporaneous plan, it's not a bad one. What if the Anchoress realizes what we're doing and calls for help?
I'll cut off her comms when she begins pleading. Oh, that sounds even more heartless when I say it out loud. Please choose wisely.
Alright, we should go.
Here's the hatch key in case you need it. May all your endeavors elicit expected results.
Can I use that key to go get that bird on the balcony?
Keep out of trouble.
Anchor's Brun. Vent hatch, huh? Oh yeah. I totally missed that. I don't want to do anything out there. I just want to see if I can get the terror ray on the nest. Okay. Again, it's not sorting correctly, but... Where was he? Yeah, bird. Anything in your nest? Oh, a plasma grenade. They pick up the craziest things, those birds. Okay. So here comes a great debate.
There you are. You saw the experiment through to the end, yes? The data hasn't arrived yet, so please do tell. Was it as beautiful as I imagined? Any inklings to the result? Or perhaps I oughtn't to have recloistered myself till after the experiment concluded, hmm? Well, don't just stand there. Tell me everything.
I hate to break it to you, but this experiment failed spectacularly.
What? No. It couldn't. Wait. Let's start from the beginning. Step me through your understanding of what's gone awry.
The experiment was deeply flawed on a conceptual level.
Really? In what way?
I don't want to criticize her because she might, like... I just explained that it's the problem with the experiment, not with her. Finding a faux mini-universe to solve the universal equation doesn't make a lick of sense.
Did Seer Bourgeois fail to explain? Using her theorem, we can map the position and path of every atom in a simulated universe, then extrapolate that to solve the equation. This was just a start. Such models typically make an enormous amount of errors at first. All quite expected, an anticipated setback, nothing more. It simply needs to be revised and refined. You certainly seem to be making a lot out of this, though, one must say.
Sometimes there's no amount of polish to polish a thing to be properly polished. Anchoress Chow doubted your plans. Her final words claimed you'd been swayed by flattery.
I miss her skepticalness and insight. If we could agree on a topic, there could be little doubt in its logic and rectitude. Look, there may be some validity to some of your points, yes. But we'll improve. We will continue to stride forward. There's absolutely no need for all this doom and gloom.
Oh. Are you sure? Because our predictions imply both are inevitable if you pursue this.
Oh, is one of you a seer now? Because I put considerable more stock in the prognostications of the Order's prime mathematicians than I do any old run-of-the-mill soothsayer. Now, is that all? Because I think I've had enough of all this. Everything we've done here is built off Seer Bujold's research, which is quite brilliant.
Ooh. Experiment failed terribly. Your career is over. Time to retire.
Really? Will I become a laughingstock among my peers? Have the whispered jeers begun already? No. No. Calm down. Breathe. You've faced setbacks before. Ah, the experiment data just arrived in my terminal. Allow me to eyeball it a moment. Perhaps there's something here to help prove or disprove any of what you've been saying. There was some variance to the input data. Not far beyond acceptable parameters, but curious. Could explain the failure.
Still sounds within the margin of error. I maintain the underlying science is off.
Oh, come. One bad test wouldn't mean the science is completely flawed. This has been a difficult conversation. Challenging, disputatious, at times compelling. Yet I remain unswayed.
If I may, I have a point I'd like to add.
By all means.
There's a critical flaw in Seer Bujold's approach I think best illustrated by this English phrase. Time flies like an arrow. Fruit flies like a banana. I much appreciate this jest. Very simple, yet clever. Because in English, the word like can mean similar to or I prefer. And flies can be to soar, or plural of the insect. Through this perspective, it functions, makes sense, is humorous even. But in another language where words' meanings differ slightly, it does not. The framework we interpret the statement from changes, thus rendering it uninterpretable. False. Bujold's method of shortcutting the universal equation is much the same.
It lacks context. When you extrapolate the data from the mini-universe to the larger one, the information itself may scale correctly, but fail to interrelate. That is an interesting thought puzzle. As humorous as it is inapplicable. I remain unswayed.
We tried. Our fallback plan's our only option now. Head for the hatch.
Oh, really?
What was that? You're starting to worry me.
Damn it. Okay, now I gotta look up how to do this correctly. Hopefully I don't need the patch. There was a science check in there. Okay, endpoints end. Okay, the dialogue, the brain off. Well, first let me see if I did all the experiment stuff right. Okay, so there's best options for each thing. The first one, best option. Okay, so I did that one correctly. So close the one in the hatch. The second one, oh, this is in a different order. The pumps. Toggle the zoom in on the right side of the table. Oh, you can actually examine the flows. Oh, okay, hold on. Let me do this perfectly. I don't want to kill if I don't have to. Which one was the... I don't remember which one is which. Okay, that's the... Okay, that was the first one. Okay, this is the one with the tanks. So the best option... Toggle the Zeranium flow on the mechanism on the right side of the table. Then examine the Zeranium flow settings on the left of the table. What? Okay, so doing this apparently... But this isn't lower than 500, is it? Okay, lock the final setting. And then the Vitae element. Okay, so I can just get back in the vents too for this, can't I? You don't even have to get in the hall. That's funny. Okay. Okay, so there was this, and where's the bad one?
Enemy in vicinity.
There. Stop hearing me, damn you. Okay, for this one, the best result...
It's Fibonacci, a sequence largely summoned to
Wait, combine both? Okay, so you do this. Wait, there's another guard over there now? Or did he move around? Oh, he did move. Oh my god, he walks around? He didn't do that before.
Anyone else hear that? No? Oh, just me then, I see.
Huh. I did want to check out those rooms. Okay. So it says the best option is the weirdly configured. Oh, but if you have to, you would get that one. Okay, so we'll do the weirdly. That dude wasn't moving around last time. Maybe his AI was broken and now it isn't. No, he seems to be standing still again. Okay, and then what was this? This one... Science 9, alternative, replace the exquisite... Okay, so this was do the rock. If you don't have the skill for it. Where was the rock over there? Oh, he does walk around.
Now you know just what to do. Start the cycle. Do do do. Gathering heuristics. Contraption inaccessible.
There just doesn't seem to be anything in this toilet. What a waste of time.
I would dismantle that contraption if I could. Assessing. Artifact unreachable.
Okay. Oh, he's distracted enough, I guess. Oh, hey, Tristan.
Unable to stop it. Might be exercise of futility. Out of reach.
That's weird. How come he wasn't walking around last time? Now, what do I have to pick for dialogue options?
If you're done,
Let me make a new save each time.
evaluating.
Okay, do the thing. Yeah, I think it was a little bugged last time because even this was like on a weird delay.
Did it work?
Doesn't look much different.
Yes, you'll need to convince her, destroy her logic, end this research.
Okay, so this is the only thing it's important to say is...
And here I thought you'd become to change.
I would be willing and on hand to it.
Okay, same as before. Seems like clear preference.
Auntie's choice than the order.
This one.
Seems reasonable. Appreciate you listening. Murder shouldn't be our first option here. Too many drawbacks, both mathematically and ethically.
Honestly, I'm relieved as well.
Okay, is it all the
So
same?
imagined. But
Is it all the same?
I'll cut off her comms when she begins. And careful.
Not warning you again.
Sorry, sorry. That's so dangerous. The circle is also melee. Okay, so let's see also if there's any, because one of those I wouldn't be able to. I would only have been able to do because I had high medical. Gotta go get my bird again. Okay, I'm gonna try this again. Was this terminal here before? Wait a minute. Logs. Trials and Tribulations. Order Research Station 99139 is better known by shorthand point obviation, yet in a world ruled by logic and reason, it would be celebrated as the most consequential or facility this side of the archive. Here, my Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection conducted world-shattering trials in feasibly volatile atomical electrodynamics research, harnessing the four fundamental forces to accelerate solving humanity's greatest mathematical problem. Instead of a celebration of our efforts, we faced constant tribulations until point obviation was shattered long ago. Ignorant colleagues posited my trials were dangerously flawed. The firmament was falling. Falling? They claimed. The end of the world was nigh. How pedestrian and paradoxical. Had I been allowed to continue, we would have achieved ascension. Their ignorance has delayed our collective bliss. Cosmos in a bottle. Test Chamber Alpha is where the mathematical magic happens. Site of the boldest research in the history of feasibly volatile atomical electrodynamics. Nay, in all fields of scientism. Here we work towards simulating the entirety of everything in a chamber no larger than your average habitation module. Our Cosmos in a Bottle trials were always going to be safe, anchorite supervised, with a control experiment conducted just one level down in Test Chamber Beta. Not reckless science. And yet we were shuttered, our aging equipment spread around the anchor hold like it's some museum of obsolete apparatuses. Perhaps I'll create informational plaques for them as a punchline for this cruel joke. Fresh restart. After more than 20 years of inactivity, Test Chamber Alpha is refurbished and ready for the recommencement of our daring experiments. A shortcut to solving the universal equation is within reach. Allow me to reiterate, these are not the allegedly dangerous trials of yore. The test chamber has been remodeled into a new anchor hold for Anchor's Brunn, who has exemplar oversight for all new trials. How heartening to see a new group breathe academical life into my old research. Accuracy is their primary concern, followed by the safety of personnel. Meanwhile, I've taken this opportunity to recalculate the experimental risks, filling in any corners cut in my initial round of research. Best to settle your affairs and feed your domesticated animal companions now, colleagues. Soon enough, we shall achieve ascension. Alright, once more. Oh, I can't do some of these again if I don't have science.
There you are. You saw the experiment through to the end, yes? The data hasn't arrived yet, so please do tell. Was it as beautiful as I imagined? Any inklings to the result? Or perhaps I oughtn't to have recloistered myself till after the experiment concluded, Well, don't just stand there. Tell me everything.
Is there really no way to do this if you don't have... Oh, here. No skill checks, traits, best ending guide. This quest can be completed without any skills or willing to put elbow grease. Okay, first things first. Save for my... okay. We're forced to do something here. Mix both samples using the machine depending on your skills. Inexpertly as a result of lacking. Okay, that's fine. Placed exquisitely well calibrated with weird looking rock. N-rays do nothing and lock the parameters. Uranium flow do nothing and lock the parameters. Oh. Once done, go up and run the experiment. Okay, so I need to say these. Very thorough. The experiment was deeply flawed at a conceptual level.
In what way?
Spawning a mini foam. I did these, didn't I?
This it simply needs to be
Anchor's Chow doubted your
Look,
plans.
there may be some validity to some of your points.
Are you
yes.
sure? Because our predictions
Oh,
are
is that
inevitable.
all? Because I think I've had enough of all this. Everything we've done here is built off Seer Bujalt's research, which is quite brilliant.
Oh, yeah, I didn't do this last time. You think it's brilliant because you fail to grasp all of its intrinsic errors.
Both incorrect and rather mean. Ah, the experiment data just arrived in my terminal. Allow me to eyeball it a moment. Perhaps there's something here to help prove or disprove any of what you've been saying. There was some variance to the input data.
Okay, no, that's... So this person has a very good guide. I need to go all the way back. Let me do it once more to this one. So I'm going to do it the way they're saying. I need this one. This is apparently with no skills you can do this, which is exactly what I want to know. So just having the skills makes it easier, but isn't required. This one. Do the... Okay. And then away you go.
Something wrong back there? Hello?
Is he gonna move now? No. That's weird. Oh, is he moving now? Do you have to, like... Does he move once you see him? Is that what the script is? Okay, replace with the rock.
I trust that is the sound of science going exceptionally well.
And then apparently for these two, I need to not change anything. That's interesting. I guess it was just too much variation. Oh, give me a break. He's walking while I can't move. Oh, God. Gotta wait for him to turn around.
Indelibly eradicate algorithmic dissonance.
Okay, there he goes. This one also do nothing. I guess that does make sense that you can't... If you change too much... Like, each of these is a percentage. But changing too much causes too many issues. I guess. That's the way I'm explaining it in my head anyways. Okay.
If you're done,
This chamber, come on. Do the thing. Let me stand farther away when I talk, so when I mash getting through it.
Did it work?
hold the... Yes, you'll need to
Okay,
convince her.
so
Dis-
this doesn't
If
seem that
that's what
important.
make Brun give up on... And here I thought you'd begun to change.
I would be willing and...
Dishonorable
that's him.
He better befits.
Honest from the legend. If you
Okay, this
Mark,
one.
they're
Uh-huh,
on the
uh-huh,
corner.
uh-huh,
I'll cut off her
uh-huh.
comms when she begins. And Marisol, do keep out of trouble.
Okay. Once more. So I guess, yeah, there was too much deviance. Or, yeah. And my gun. Bird. Oh, that time it got gooped. Beat all the stuff. Put away the gun. Save once again. I mean, yeah, there must be ways to do these quests if you can't do the check. Like, that's crazy if the good ending of a quest is locked behind
There
a
you
check.
are. Perhaps I
Okay,
altered her
so
choice to
very
take the
thorough,
wait.
deeply flawed,
Really? In what
spawning a
way?
faux
This
universe,
was just. It simply needs to be revised and
Anchorage
refined.
Chow.
Look, there may be some validity to some of your points, yes, but we'll improve.
Are you
We'll
sure?
Oh, is one of you a seer now? Now, is that all? Because I think I've had enough of all this. Everything we've
You
done
think it's
here is
brilliant
built
because you
off
failed to grasp.
the experiment. Everything seemed within acceptable parameters. No discernible
Oh, that's the
variance.
trick.
So why did it fail?
Because the foundation behind everything you've been doing here is clearly unsound.
Oh, come now. One bad test doesn't mean the science is completely flawed, does it? This has been a difficult conversation.
Okay,
If I
that's the
may,
same.
I have a point.
By all
There's
means.
a critical flaw in time. I'm through this. The frame.
It lacks context. When you this little colloquy has proven rather arduous, and your points fail to. Wait.
Oh. Oh, hey, good on you. Who is this?
Damn it.
Malcoy on the Outer Worlds Reddit. Thank you, Malcoy. This was a very good guide.
You are correct. We have obstinately and misguidedly blundered along here. The flaws in Bujold's research now seem apparent. Time for me to admit my errors. I'll need to inform everyone. Shut down research and operations. What will I do now? There's no place for me. Go. Leave me be.
Our work here is done, it
Ooh.
seems.
Is that for doing all the companion quests?
Fellow scholars of the Order, this is Anchoress Byrne with an unfortunate announcement. Our experiment today was a failure. Our line of inquiry has proven intrinsically flawed.
Can I get in your room?
Dazzled by bold, captivating ideas and ignored bad science. I am hereby canceling all related research, shuttering the program, and resigning from the Order. If I have any final advice to impart to all of you, it is this. Never follow your hearts.
Oh. That, Is that the good ending? Well, I guess let's get out of here. Oh, wait. Should I go tell... Wait. I should probably go tell our buddy that things are okay now. Hi?
I understand now why they say never meet your heroes, Intercessor Delgado. You've truly been an enormous disappointment. A key experiment fails and Anchoress Brun abandons vital research right after you and your consort arrive. And we are all to believe these events were unrelated?
That's circumstantial and more than a mite bit paranoid. I expect better from an Order scientician. Even one from the Department of Applied Scientism.
Don't think I don't see your handprints all over this, Delgado.
I mean, I lying. They're supposed to be believable.
Oh, I'm sure you did much to assist. I'm not buying it. The Anchoress, poor trusting soul that she was, may have believed you were here in good faith. But I don't. You're looking more and more like enemies to me.
We discovered a great deal of falsified data in the underlying research.
Fascinating. You know, I reviewed that work myself, right? I'm well versed in manipulative prevarication from feckless mutineers. Try again. Or try facing a gauntlet of well-trained exemplars. I could always choose for you.
Oh my god, speech 20? Is there a way to do this without killing her? Well, I don't want to kill her if I don't have to. "20 speech is crazy, though. What does IGN have to say? Unless you have science or speech maxed out or have the nimble trait, it'll be impossible to escape." Why does nimble have to do with anything? Is there really no way to do this? I mean, I'm gonna try to lie again, I guess. "You've all put an outsized amount of faith in Seer Bujols science. She's a fraud."
Really? You don't say. I know you're to blame. I just wanted to see how far you were gonna take this. I can't believe Anchor's Brunn fell for any of it. Fellow exemplars of the Order, commence hostilities!
Standing by to stupefy.
Ooh, Tristan squished him.
Deploying discombobulator. Target analyzed.
Oh, Tristan killed that poor science guy.
Combatant scanned.
Well, it says this has no effect on, like, the outcome. Ooh, I got a gun. The outcome of the quest. It's dealing with the other one past. I wish I could have done that. That kind of sucks that you can't do this peacefully.
Vulnerabilities.
So you really have to just fight your way out of here? That's a little lame. Oh my god.
Ready to dispense judgment. Death to the
Tristan? Tristan? Tristan's brain broke.
Check your scope for combatant analysis.
Well, unfortunate. I wish Tristan hadn't killed that one scientist up there, but I guess it's because I gave him that AoE effect on his weapon. Okay, I guess we're leaving. That's a shame. Is there really no way to do that? Huh. It's interesting. I guess the game wants you to fight her, almost.
Oh, look who it is. The legendary former head intercessor of the Order. Another mission successfully completed. Made it through all that without a scratch, hmm? Glad to see. Here's a future I'd always hoped for. You listened. Didn't just rush in like, "I am Marisol Delgado. I am always right, even when I'm wrong."
The credit or blame belongs to the commander here. It was their decision, ultimately.
You forget I know you. You always thought you knew better. No one could ever convince you of anything. Before, that is. Good to see. Maybe you are facing yourself.
There are a few things I'm still not used to saying. I was wrong. I'm sorry. Please. And thank you. But thank you, Anais.
At any rate, I'm off. You all take care now. Marisol, don't be too enigmatic or anything. Try. Before I forget. Meant to give you this earlier.
Oh, thank you, Anais.
Goodbye.
I guess we'll never know what happened to Anchoress Chow, hmm?
Oh, Brun obviously murdered her. Thought you knew that. Perhaps it was an accident. Perhaps she simply wanted to knock Chow unconscious so she could sneak away. Or not. Indefinite immurement isn't for everyone. Even the finest minds may crack under the strain. But her canned, feigned concern about Chow, how she kept changing the subject, both belied an underlying sense of guilt to me.
Oh, okay. You sure you're doing all right after that, Marisol?
Oh, not really. Not yet, at any rate. Everything's a bit raw right now. But suppose I will be. Thank you, dear.
I hope that Bouchol has not softened your instinct. We've many battles yet to fight.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Tristan, for chiming in. Let's get out of here. Something to say?
Commander, it's customary to evaluate results after a mission of reasonable significance. Would now be good?
I think so.
I've had some time to cogitate over what occurred at Point Obviation. Some parts don't sit right with me still. Wonder if you and I might talk it through.
You stuck thinking about what happened to Anchorite Brun?
A bit, yes. With the work I used to do, I'm no stranger to guilt and regret. Midway into my requisite sleep cycle is when it usually plagues me the most. With Anchoress Brun, I know what we did was right. I know it saved lives. But we tricked her. Forced her to doubt her mind. You heard her. She's not just dissuaded. We broke her. And yet, such actions were par for the course for me in the past. When my remorse for Brun rears its head, it will need to get in line.
Any blame for Anchoress Brun's fate should fall on her and that exemplar.
Yes, Southworth was complicit. And now she's dead.
Yeah, at least we don't have to worry about the universe ending now. For that reason, that is.
Well, one hopes. According to Anais, we greatly reduced the likelihood of that occurring. It's not zero, but completing the brain off lowered the chance significantly.
And now that time has passed, how are you feeling about how you left things with Anais?
She seemed pleased that we listened to her concerns, so I've changed, apparently. Thanks to you.
You do seem different. You've been beaming since we left Point Obviation. The credit's all yours.
No. There's plenty of credit and blame to go around.
Fair enough.
It's been a while since anyone gave me a good talking to like Anais did. And I'll admit your influence has been rather positive. I'm pleased with the path I'm on now. I didn't think this is what the plan had in store for me. I've been facing myself with the same zeal I face my enemies. With tidier results. Appreciate you taking the time to talk it over, Commander.
Oh, okay. Energy dispersal. Oh, I didn't look at what... okay. Okay, that's cool. Oh, I guess that's the thing. That's the... So that's her bonus thing. Or is this the bonus thing? No. This? No, it is the traits. Okay. When licensing the amount of inhaler charge you receive from drugs is increased. No, those she had already. It must be that one. That's new. Energy disperse. Energy dispersal. Using Marisol's companion ability, you immediately start refilling your gadget. Uh-oh. Okay. I guess you're the only one who didn't get a new thing. Because Valerie's kind of like the default, you can't mess up her stuff companion. Let's upgrade Marisol. Does not charge your companion ability when it deals more damage. Now extends the duration of hostile effects on her target. This one. Actually, what changes? Ooh, she gets a little weird gyroscope thingy. Against a shield, whenever you spend gadget energy, also slightly increase the effect of her armor. Against charge for companion ability whenever she takes damage. Oh, that just lets you... Ooh! Whoa, the new cape is awesome. Look at that. Anything else change? Nope, but that's awesome. That cape is cool. Oh, how's that terror ray? Bird. Too bad they don't give it like a net. Like, it's cool that it's the critter is gonna be here. It's like almost more of a model viewer than anything. But like, it'd be cool if it also personalized a little bit of the room with stuff related to the animal. Okay, I think we're heading back to Cloister now. Cloister. Oh, I should look up this last tower. Oh, who do I want as my companions now? I'm gonna take Azza and Tristan. I think they're Chaos and Order. Well, I guess she would be Chaos and Order, but I like Tristan, so yeah. Plus, we need Azza for the cultist thing if that does actually work. Oh. I see a pet. Yeah. That's still really weird, but that's cool. Alright, let me go back to this tower. Excogitation. I want to see what the fourth one is, and how would you even get to it? Deviations under duress. But where's... Oh, it's right here. Usually there would be an indicator of what this monitors or needs to be set to. Instead, there is just a cryptic message. The stars were especially beautiful the night the first of the great punch cards was cast, especially those at an average distance of light years. This looks like a smart person thing. Maybe try a random number? Huh, random beats brains every time. That's funny. So, where are the towers so far? There's one there, one there, one there, and I bet one there. So they kind of do form a square, don't they? Okay, so how do I do this? The first one, northeast of Winter's Grasp. Northeast of... Wait. Oh, that's this one. Okay. I did that one. The second is northeast of Ascension Conduit 3. That's this one. The third one is far northeast of the planet Cloister. Okay, that was for the bounty guy. The last is located in the west sector of Cloister. It's important to note you need to have progressed the main quest. Okay, say no more. Go talk to these cultists. That's what I figured. I hope this actually does work and this wasn't just a waste of time. Or not a waste of time, but I didn't have to wait all this time to do this. Can I go in here? Yes, I did. Okay.
Commander, Glorious Dawn members up ahead. With my new... situation, I'm likely our best option to talk sense to them.
It's strange how I ended up here, after all my time with the cult.
I think I knew it was a lie all along. I just felt such freedom, such excitement. Like nothing I'd felt before. But it was all hollow. Being free didn't give me purpose. It simply served to distract me. I guess I just wanted to say... the fact that you accepted me onto your crew means a lot. It feels like I have a home. So thank you.
Oh. Glad I could help. What were you saying about the Glorious Dawn and Newton?
Now that we've sorted the whole Dagmar situation, I think I can leverage my previous position in the Dawn to our advantage. People joined the Dawn to be led. I can use that.
presuming your fellows respect any form of authority whatsoever.
What say you, Commander?
Sounds good. Oh god, the other option is just send her back to the ship. Howdy doody.
You there. You need to leave. This is a holy site, traitor. Those shunned by the dawn are not welcome. Did you not hear me? You must leave unless you wish to be ushered into perfection before the rest of this architect-forsaken colony. But please, give me an excuse to kill the betrayer of our exalted leader.
I'm no betrayer. It is all of us who were betrayed. Where's your hierarch? I will speak with them at once.
I don't... that is...
Look, we have a device with the power to manipulate rifts. You'd better do what she says.
I can't. Hierarch Wolcott! You're needed over here! So, the power to manipulate rifts. That seems, let me just say I apologize if I've offended you in any way.
Oh.
Wolcott? Wolcott's your hierarch? Shit.
Well, look here. I never expected to see you again, Azahelia. Here to spread more deceptions, like your broadcast.
So, sounds like you two know each other?
Wolcott here blamed his lack of ascension in our ranks on imagined machinations on my part instead of the real cause. His thoroughly sycophantic ineptitude.
Well, this has been delightful, as always, Azahelia. What say I have my sycophants kill you now? Unless you have any further inanities to spew as your last words.
Oh. Speech, attack, inspire. Careful there. Did you not hear we have the device that controls rifts?
Do the deceptions never end with you and your ilk? I'm no fool. What you claim is an impossibility. How would such a thing even work?
Ooh. How fortunate. Honestly, I'm not clear how most things work, including this, but it does.
Well, I must say I appreciate your candor. If it does in fact do what you say, a lot of crazed theoreticians about, selling the gullible intellectual nostrums. Come, prove to me this device can do what you say, then I will decide. But let me assure you, if you do anything but follow me to the rift, violence will ensue.
Ooh, this is a great place for the game to break. These kind of things usually are buggy. Case in point. Case in point.
I must admit to a certain modicum of suspicion. But consider my interest piqued.
Oh, he wants me to modulate the big one?
Why is the hierarch leading outsiders to the rift?
Is that guy dead?
Something of great import is afoot. No one gets escorted to the rift.
Oh, these guys are all dead.
Is it time for sacrifices? When's our turn?
Acolyte Varnum said he heard them talking about a device that can change the nature of the rifts.
That's preposterous. There must be some tomfoolery at hand.
This is cool.
Asa the betrayer. Why is she here? And why is she still alive?
If you can indeed control the rift, as you say, that changes things. It could force us to rethink our understanding of the rifts, but we are nothing if not truth seekers.
Ooh, the sound is gone. Ooh. Why is this one so large?
We are here. Prove to me that your device can manipulate the rift, as you claim.
How's that?
Gods, this should not be possible. That device borders on the heretical. You will hand it over now, and then we shall decide what to do with you.
No. Seems you hadn't heard, but Azza has a new revelation for the Dawn.
Oh, that's right. I do. I know you ignored my broadcast, Wolcott, but the latest revelation is irrefutable. The science proves that we must align with perfection before we merge with the Rifts, lest we be denied their paradise. We must show humanity the way to live righteously.
I did listen. I just refused to believe. I was always jealous of your scientific knowledge of the Rifts, something that was beyond me. But if you can manipulate them, I can deny the truth no longer. Acolytes of the glorious dawn, prepare. We leave this place within the hour.
Oh.
We have a new message for humanity.
Well, that was easy. Am I allowed to save just in case before everything goes crazy? Are we cool? Also, is that a permanent? That seems to be a permanent rift change, not a temporary. How come some of them are permanent, some of them aren't? Can you go in any of these buildings? Weird. Okay, this building is enterable.
Azza's not a betrayer. She's the new esteemed leader? And we're leaving?
Yeah, actually.
I'm confused and dismayed, but it's best not to ask questions. The hierarchy knows what's best.
Hmm. Oh. Well, I do like solving things peacefully. It's a shame about the lady we had to fight in Marisol's mission, but Science 20.
Happily move on if the hierarch and esteemed leaders say we must, but it just don't make sense.
Science 20 and what's it called? Speech 20 are very, like, you have to have a very focused build on those things. It's not really conducive to a fun play experience. Looks like it's going to become a store eventually. I wonder if people move in. I need to rebuild my foil supplies after sticking them in electrical stuff.
Cleaning up corpses if we're just leaving.
Oh, sure. Yeah, this looks like it's gonna be a bar, maybe? Solving the conflict around Chantry seating. It has come to my attention that a certain amount of ruckus has occurred over the seating of the Chantry. While it is true that studies have found those occupying the third pew reliably perform 0.15926% better than others in their cohort, we may not allow our personal desires to succeed to create strife within the whole. Therefore, effective immediately, every seer will maintain a rotational roster of their lecture and laboratory participants, ensuring each person receives a co-equal 3.14 hours in those pews, or any individual is allowed to repeat. This rotation shall be continued ad infinitum. This should put an end to the irrational number of conflicts that have been occurring around those issues. See your Putnam. Alright, what else is here? I guess I should be fluid with the companions I pick. Like, if I have to go talk to Auntie Cleo after this, I should probably bring Inez with me. If I go to talk... Ooh. If I go to talk with the Bishop lady, I should bring Marisol with me. So maybe Tristan will be my, like, my like permanent stand-in, and the rest will be the ones that jump around. Like, just swap as needed, basically. Oh. I think if I... Well, not if. When I do another playthrough of this, very thorough, I don't think I'm going to take medical, because medical's cool, but the checks it's given me aren't, like... They don't give you access to more areas. They just give you more, like, trauma kits or a shortcut through a quest. This almost looks like an excogitation chapel itself. Didn't that... What was that lady saying about cleaning up the bodies? Because she didn't.
I found what I was looking for. No need to continue messing with the Dawn's communication devices.
Okay. Alright. Like... Ooh. Like, Azza and Tristan I would probably take with me to confront... I assume the consul's the bad guy. Like, at the very end of the game. I would take them with me because they both kind of have beef with him more than most. Other than that, to just swap out as the quest feels... as it warrants, I would say. Right here? Wait, is this a different place full of... This is a different place full of dead people. Oh. More loot, more loot, more loot, more loot. How much money do I have? 69,000. Nice. I hope I did that trophy correctly, the not spending any money. I have this worry in the back of my mind, like, oh, maybe some check I didn't even notice I spent a bit or something. Because that's a real... I would like to be done with that and not have to play through again doing that. Apparently I've missed some very fun weapons and armor and stuff by doing it that way. Is that everything here? Okay. Now this one... Wait, what was this? Oh, I guess I have to return for something here. I don't even remember. What was this guy? Oh, this was Marisol's quest, wasn't it? Wait, was this a separate quest altogether? No, what was this guy?
Any news from the field? Any further progress?
Oh, this was the guys, the patrols. It's done. Auntie's Choice territory now extends from here to below the bridge.
Well, excellent. Good show. I'll rest a bit easier tonight. Not as blissfully oblivious to our struggles as others here, mind you, but better. Anyhow, here's your reward. Pleasure doing business with you.
Heavy marksman rifle advanced mag. Okay. And let's see if I can't do this. Maybe with Tristan there to... I've seen people trying to theorize how Tristan's ability works. The general consensus seems to be that when you either recruit him or first land on a planet, all the things he will check for observation will be rolled then and there. So, like, if it never procs, it'll never proc. Which, I mean, I guess that's a good way to do it, because then you really would have no reason to ever take observation. Oh, well, I did want to see what was in here. A trauma kit is huge, actually. Come on, Tristan, help me out with this one. Oh, wait, this might not work because it's a specific... It's an actual observation check and not, like... Oh, no, I can't do that then. Okay, well. I'll have to take that one off consideration. What is this one? Forbidden Secrets of the Undead. Oh, right, I can't do that one yet. I can't do some of these just because you have to spend money. Specifically what I'm desperate to avoid. Oh, I didn't even look what kind of sprat. You know what? I'm back at the ship anyways. Yeah, let me go look. I'm assuming it's an ice sprat. Where? Snow sprat. Yep, it's a blue one. I wanted to check the companion rooms too. If now everyone is done. That cape is really cool. Did anything change? Okay, so Niles' is done. No, this is all the same. I think. It's all the same. So I guess why did only Niles' stuff change a little? Has there been any new decorations on the ship? And jumps. I guess because we only get decorations for main quest progress. Like maybe when we're done with all the archive stuff, I'll get something related to that. Because there seems to be a few different variations to the archive. Like you do it yourself, you do it with one faction, or you do it with both factions. So 4 different endings. How very New Vegas of you. Oh, see, the fact that I can loot this thing... Okay. Either they should have made it so the creature disappears, like, into the ether, or it should say the gun takes a perfect DNA sample of whatever you hit and then clones it. Which is still not ideal, but... The lore means much to me. Hello.
You have my thanks. My monitoring station has already informed me that the resistor bank is operating as expected. Such good work definitely deserves a reward.
Ooh. Thank you. Also, your repair person is dead.
That is most unfortunate. But at least his sacrifice did help improve the operations per millisecond. I will include his name in the records for this repair.
Oh. Okay, what else? Okay, so that's important. That's important. That's important. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. Wait. Oh, that's in the archive. I can't do that yet. I gotta turn in the bounty. I gotta turn in the bounty, so these. And then that I can't do yet, apparently because it's story stuff. The bounty thing is... right there. Ooh. My kneecap just popped. Terminal. Okay, turn in a completed bounty. The Mangler. Turn in a completed bounty. Buckshot Bill. Exit. A lot of money. Now... this one? Yes, studying disruption. But yeah, whenever I deal with the Order, I should bring Marisol. If I deal with Auntie, I should bring Inez. Oh, I didn't see... whoa, I didn't see the cool roof here before. I was too busy... kind of scared by how everyone seems to be drugged up. Which they were, turns out. I still don't know what that lady was talking about with the lights not working, because they seem to be working. Alright, we'll turn this in, and I'm assuming we'll get sent on 1 or 2 more things to do's. And then we'll talk to the head person of this group, and then we talk to the head person of Auntie, and then they both will have a little dispute, and I'll probably be the middleman, and they'll say, okay, we'll work together, we'll do the archive stuff, and then we'll do the archive, and then we'll probably... I imagine after that it's the end stuff. Go to the console, fight him, save the universe, the typical fare. So, I think that's enough for now. So thanks for joining me. Come back, I'll have the next stuff up real soon, but until then... Bye.